Morning, everybody. We're outside.
Morning.
We're doing something we haven't done in 15 years of living here, and we're going to take a swamp tour this morning. So we're excited. We don't know what we're going to see. What are you most excited for?
I brought the floss in case we get any bugs in our teeth just blowing.
Well, we didn't take the airboat. We're taking a pontoon boat, so I don't think it's going to be like that crazy with the wind in our face. But I do think we're going to see like maybe we'll see some raccoons. I've heard plenty of gators,
Gators.
tons of gators. That's why we couldn't bring
We're gonna
Fozzy.
serenade turtles.
Oh yeah, there'll be a lot of turtles. We actually just seen a place down the street that you can buy turtle meat. So
I don't know.
I don't know about cooking turtle meat in your house. I don't mind it in a restaurant, I guess, but I don't know about
I don't
like
want to see where the sausage is made,
yeah,
you know?
turtle meat's kind of gross.
So we're about to go on the swamp tour. You keep watching. We'll keep filming and show you all the cool stuff that is in South Louisiana.
There's a real life official Louisiana airboat, guys. Look, all the gator stuff. Just a ton of gator stuff. Fossil eggs.
Darrell, for this gator.
Hold on. Here's some real live gator heads. Those are cool. What you see, babe?
Huh?
What you see?
This big gator magnet.
Everybody else is going out on one of these cool airboats. We're going out on this grandma barge.
Everybody, welcome.
Morning.
So my name is Captain Nick. I'm gonna be a captain today. I'm taking y'all out to the swamps of Bayou. We're going to look for gators, turtles, birds, fish, trees, flowers. Ask me questions about anything you see out there that you're curious about. Make sure you have your phones ready to take pictures, take videos. Y'all ever heard of the captain going down with the ship when something goes wrong? Y'all heard about that? Yeah, they lied to you. I don't do that. Keep that in mind. If you see me bailing out of this boat without a word, you might want to do the same thing when in doubt, bail out. I got life vests in the middle seats. We only have to do it like twice a day, so the odds should be in your favor. But just keep that in mind in case it looks like I'm going to run right into something. I'm probably going to run right into it.
Just got a little gator rolling up, y'all. Little gator, probably about a 4-footer. It's probably the most heartbreaking thing in Louisiana. I don't know if y'all heard about this. We can't figure out the cause of it at all. But all of our alligators have diabetes. We have no idea why. We don't know what's going on.
Look how sweet they are. Now, one thing y'all notice, they don't chew their food. They might mash those marshmallows up to get them a little bit wet, but then they just swallow them whole. And they do that with everything. Alligators are incapable of chewing. Their teeth are too offset to chew. Now, when they get a hold of something big, like a deer or a tourist, what do, y'all?
Take them and let them rot in the water.
He's waving y'all. They take them and roll them, the death roll. That's what they do. Grab, twist, rip. Pull pieces off of it. That's what they do. Now, they lose a lot of teeth doing that. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. He's got to pop back up. They lose a whole lot of teeth doing that. They say that an alligator, on average, in its lifetime, will lose about 2,000 teeth. That gator that I just kissed, I'd say probably got about 4 to 5 inches from the eyes to the nose. Probably between a 4 and 5 foot gator. Yeah, that is right where they hit their growth stunt. Gators hatch about 6 to 8 inches. They grow about a foot a year for the first 5 to 10 years of their life. Oh, I'm sorry, they grow about a foot a year for the first 5 years of their life. And then once they hit about 5 years old or so, they hit a growth stunt where they only grow a foot about every 5 to 10 years. Some people even say they only grow an inch a year. So it's kind of hard to tell. Very hard to tell a gator's age. It's not easy to tell. Now you might notice I'm kissing them and playing with them, and they don't seem scared of me at all or anything. That's because they're not. And obviously that can lead to you getting bit a lot, and it happens a lot on my boat. But my job is to entertain people, and I think it's pretty entertaining when people get bit, so what I do, my sacrifices for my job. But who's heard of Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter? One of my heroes. Y'all know what he said about the American alligator? He had a quote about it. He said they're frogs with teeth. That's what he said. Hope I didn't hurt this little guy's feelings right here. But it is actually kind of an accurate thing to say, because alligators are not ambush predators like the crocodiles that he was dealing with. They are opportunistic predators. They do not, and I know this sounds very naive for somebody coming from Louisiana, but they do not naturally view humans as prey. They view us as a threat. When they get comfortable with us, they still don't really view us as prey. They just think of you as another animal out here, and they think of this as a food, so they're cool with you. All right, we gotta say this. Say, I want to make friends with these gators. Anybody else? Anybody else? I got one.
Right.
We got one right here, y'all. He's hungry. He's waiting right here. And they'll breed with about 20 females in the breeding season. So the females hear that infrasound sound, they think the male's a rock star, they roll out to breed with. And you fast forward June and July, all those eggs have developed inside the female now, and she moves herself out to the marsh from the swamp. And she goes and she builds up a big mound of dirt and grass with her head, pulling all that dirt together. And she lays as few as 20, as many as 80, but an average of 60 eggs in that nest. So usually she's got about 60 eggs. In late August, early September, they all start hatching. And when the little babies hatch, the first thing they do in their life is they make a sound, which you might have heard before. They go, "Dum, dum, 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 dum." And when the mama hears that sound, that sets off a maternal instinct in mama. And she goes and she picks those babies up very gently, one by one, with her front teeth, moves them from the nest into the marsh. Next year and a half of the baby's life, she displays what biologists call the most complex parental behavior of any reptiles. Because she's an extremely good mama, defending them from predators, bringing food to them, doing things that you would normally see a mammal doing for their young. But then after a year and a half, mama moves back out to the swamp and she breeds again. She's ready to nest every 2 years. She always skips a year, nests every 2 years. And when she gets back to the nest, whoever is still left in that nest, when she gets back and she's ready to lay those new eggs, what do y'all think she does with them? She eats. Cannibalism is the #1 cause of death with alligators. #1. And one of the main instances of cannibalism is the mother eating the stragglers of the nest. Not just something they've seen happen once or twice, it happens with most nests.
So right there on his hip, he's got a little ridge that juts off. It allows for a whole new muscle to grow. And that muscle allows him to pick himself up and lock his leg out. He's gonna jump. Y'all ready? Oh, come on. Come on. You got it. There we go. Good boy.
Here comes Lisa, y'all. All right, watch about 1 o'clock from the boat. And y'all tell me what is unique about this little alligator. Lisa Marie got most of her tail bit off by another alligator.
Oh, poor baby.
So Lisa Marie has a lot of trouble.
She's an amputee.
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
She is actually one of the few gators that we believe might be dependent on us, so she's one of the only gators we give chicken to.
Oh.
We want to make sure that she's good and healthy. Come on, Lisa. So whenever they got to propel themselves, they don't have a tail. She just wiggles her butt like crazy trying to pick up speed, but you can see about how fast she goes. And if you look at from her eyes to nose, she would be about a 6-foot gator probably.
Yeah.
Watch you come out here in the winter time when it's below, 60, 50 degrees, you won't see any alligators. They're all brumating. Which means they're digging themselves down in the mud under the water and staying there to try to keep their body as warm as possible. Because the mud has a thermal effect and it traps heat. During brumation, an alligator uses so little energy in its body that it can actually hold its breath for about 24 hours.
Okay, guys, we are done with the swamp tour. What'd you think, babe? We seen like a ton of gators. It wasn't that hot, so that was nice. Our tour guide was
Super cool.
He was really cool. Like he kissed the gators, which was
Captain Nick.
Captain Nick. If you ever go to Ultimate Swamp Adventures, ask for Captain Nick. He does the pontoon. We're having a drink now outside at this little bar they have outside. I'm having this stuff called swamp water. And she's having a canned Jameson orange spritz. So
which is my drink.
That is her drink. She's
excited.
Be in a can. Yeah, she's excited that they have it in a can here. So
it's crazy.
She likes orange Jameson and Sprite. So that kind of hit her mark pretty good. But the overall experience was great. For a daycation for me and Millie, I think that was a fun time. We had a good time on the tour, and I think we're gonna go over to this little farmer's market over here that's full of seafood. And there's people like sorting crabs and there's shrimp and they're selling turtle meat and all kind of stuff. So, yeah, we're not buying turtle meat, but we may end up buying some fish for the way home. So we're gonna
have a fish fry.
We're gonna have a fish fry because that's what you do after you go out on the swamp all day is have a fish fry.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty good day.
I give it.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
You said 8? I say 8.5.
Really?
Just because the tour guide was so good.
The tour guide was great. He did make a mention that not really a bug problem.
Yeah, they don't have bugs here. Like if you're worried about mosquitoes, they don't come out till like 7:30. He said.
It's like a dusk thing. So we were smart to do in the morning.
Yeah, we were smart to do it in the morning. But
we got all day to do whatever else.
Yeah, we're gonna go home and play with Fozzy now. But it's getting pretty windy here, and I think we're gonna sign off. Yeah, it's windy. We're gonna sign off, and we'll see you.
See you on our next adventure.
Yeah, we'll see you on our next adventure. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.